I don't know, dude. I mean, with that forward lineup, I'm kind of nervous.
Nervous? It's 3-point lane. What you talking about? It's Spurs.
I don't know
We
how you
beat
get
them all
into
the time there.
confidence.
There's a reason why their stadium is called 3-point lane. I know it's not White Hart Lane anymore, but they don't even have a name for their stadium. It's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Ooh,
Tottenham
it's
Hotspur
3-point lane. The boys know it. It's in our DNA. It's in their DNA. What happened last time? Nico
Yeah,
Jackson hat trick. We destroyed them. Ooh, we're entitled challengers.
yeah,
Destroyed their season after we beat them. That's just what we do.
literally
That's just what we
capitulated their
do.
season.
And actually, fun fact: in the away table, we have
Hmm.
17 points. Who the person or the team in first this season for the away table is none other than Liverpool. Obviously, I'm sorry, they have 17. We have 16 points. We've only lost once away from
Wow,
home and tied once. All the other times
wow,
we've won. So statistically, we do better away from home,
right.
and we're better to go to than Spurs, than White Hart Lane, 3-point lane.
I mean, it's just Tottenham, like
It's lads, it's Tottenham.
Sir Alex Ferguson said. Lads, it's
It's
Tottenham.
Tottenham. They're
I hope
trash.
so. I
Spurs
hope
get
so.
battered everywhere they go, but this time they're gonna be home, and we're still gonna get battered.
Yeah,
Oh, when the
it's gonna be a
Blues.
big game.
Oh, when the Blues. Oh, when the Blues go marching in. Oh, when the Blues. Na, 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 na. Oh, when the Blues go marching in.
That
We
was
hate
good.
Tottenham, Chelsea. We hate Tottenham, Chelsea. All right. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Two Blues in a Pod. I'm Pablo.
I'm Guillermo.
Ooh, you're trying to take a sip of that. What you got there?
Duncan, man. I got
Ooh, what'd
a
you order?
it was a cookie butter like
Ooh,
sort of drink.
cookie butter.
It was good. It was good. It was super sweet, but I was craving that
It
this
looks
morning after
cold.
practice.
Is it cold?
It is cold. Yeah, nice.
You
It
know who
had
else is cold?
what's his
Cole
name?
Palmer.
Cole Palmer in it.
That's right. And he's definitely going to play a big
Chips.
part in this game. Definitely going to play. I'm
Yes,
going to start it off. That's my transition right there. He's going to
I
play a
like
big part
that.
in this game. Obviously going
I
to start.
hope
He
so.
got a goal last game. You know, came off
Yeah.
after that. He didn't need to do anything else. Quiet game, but he's been
Hmm.
generating goals and assist numbers in his
He
quiet
has.
games, which is exactly what you want from your big player.
Yeah, he's found a way to kind of impact the game a little bit indirectly, which is interesting because I've been one that says he hasn't been as impactful this season, and kind of want that right just because he's our star boy.
Right.
But again, like you said, he's scoring, he's assisting, he's still influencing the game. It's just he's doing it from deeper now since people want to man mark him every game.
Right.
So hopefully he has a big game tomorrow, man. It'd be
The
nice.
only
I know if he turns up, it's over, man. Anytime Cole Palmer turns up for Chelsea, it's over.
it's not even a close game. Like at
Legit.
least this season. This season, when he turns up, it's not even a close game. Last
Mm-hmm.
season, we just relied on him so much. Actually,
Yeah.
on that fact, Enzo Maresca. Why do I keep confusing them? Like I know
Enzo
they got the
Neto.
same name, but like I remember thinking, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna confuse them, and now I'm confusing them all the time. I don't know what's going on,
You're
but
just too
he ends up.
excited, man.
I think so. I'm just
Yeah.
a little nervous in front of the people. That's what it is.
Uh, you
Nah,
shy.
boy,
You
I'm a shy
shy,
boy.
boy. I'm sorry. I
Uh,
can't, man. I just can't. Too shy, man. I'm too
I'm too
shy.
shy. Shout out Ali. I know you watching.
Yeah, from
But Enzo
the Hodge
Maresca said,
twins.
what
Sorry.
was it?
From the Hodge twins. He got it from the Hodge twins.
Oh, I thought it was just a thing he made up. Anyways,
Yeah.
um, Enzo Maresca said that thankfully, finally, it seems like we're going away from the Cole Palmer FC
Yeah.
and our over reliance on him, which is good. I was going to say
Yeah.
the only good thing about him not performing every game to the levels that we've been used to is that we're still winning. We're still
Yeah.
winning. We're still getting 3 points. Other players
Mhm.
are turning up. Nico Jackson, Madueke, Sancho. We've
Yep.
got other players doing the bit. Enzo Fernandez. So that's always good. You never want to
That's
rely
oh
too much on
yeah,
one player because if they have a bad game over.
literally. Yeah, it makes me think of like that Liverpool team who had Mane and Salah. You know, once they added Firmino and Jota to that mix, that team became like it got to another level, and it's
That's when they won the
because
league.
you couldn't just mark one or the other. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to the boys for stepping up, even though Cole Palmer's not as direct or as involved up there. up there.
Right. Um, a player obviously that everyone's going to be talking about
Mm.
just because it's natural to make this not comparison, but this little assumption that he's going to score again is Nico Jackson.
Mm. Jackson.
He got back-to-back Premier League goals recently
Yeah.
against who was it, Leicester City and Southampton.
Yep.
Um, and now last season he scored a hat trick. It's his famous worst hat trick of all time against Spurs, and he could have had more.
Yeah.
That was
Correction. He didn't score against Southampton. He didn't. I don't think he played.
that's right. It was in
Right.
Kunku. Who
Yeah.
did
I
he
was
before that? It was so it was Leicester, and then before that he scored against someone else,
maybe Conference League.
maybe Arsenal. I don't remember. Wow. Anyways, like I said, so too many goals. We scored way too many goals. Not an issue. Not a
30
complaint at
plus.
all.
30
Keep them
plus. Hard
coming.
to keep up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he loves to score against Spurs. He scored against Arsenal, so he knows London is blue for a fact, and he's
Yeah.
going to keep it that way. And I predict that he's going to score another goal or two easily.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be our main man up front. And Kunku, I know, played, had a goal, had a decent goal game. He could have had probably maybe another one, but he had an assist at least. But I just don't see him. He's not going to bench um, Jackson under after just one game. There's no way.
Yeah. No. I think Jackson's his guy. And
Yeah,
Southampton, you get a little bit of that privilege to be
right.
able to play somebody else. You saw with Liverpool, they went attacking style of football rather than like super onslaught game managing type of football when they played Southampton. And you just see it, unfortunately, because Southampton is 20th in the league.
Yeah.
So I think this time we go back to our strongest lineup, maybe less experimenting and all that stuff.
Okay.
However, I will say one experiment that I did see from I can't remember exactly which game it was, but that Enzo Maresca, I think it was Southampton, that Enzo Maresca masterclass, putting Caicedo in the right back position. I
Mm-hmm.
think will be really cool to see again, just because it gives us a little bit more of that reinforcement to the back line, especially with Fofana out,
Yep.
and then have been inverting into that midfield
Mm-hmm.
nasty. That'll really help, especially transitionally when Madison's driving up the field and Solanke is up there and Son is up there and Kulusevski is up there. So yeah,
Yeah, Caicedo is he's gonna have a handful of a game because
he
keeping
has
Kulusevski quiet isn't easy. That dude he's
one of the
as much of a cardio merchant as Caicedo is. That boy will be a minute 90 plus 12 and still
yeah.
running up and down the field like he's
You
not
know
tired.
the comparison I made to him. I said that he was like a Swedish Chiesa.
He is
Like
a Swedish case. I mean, they used to play
you
together.
know, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's when
So
Juventus the last time they were probably good was when they played together. Um,
he's a
but
force. He's strong.
yeah, he's gonna be a handful to maintain. But I know
Hmm.
Caicedo's got it, and then he also has, like you said, he's got Son and Madison to worry about,
Yep.
and they are in good form, even though they just lost to
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth because they always lose. Oh yeah, that's right. It was. I love Spurs, man. They're the best at bottling it. So it's gonna be a difficult game, and then you got Solanke. So I'm expecting Caicedo to be in charge of making sure marking all those three players and making sure that they don't get that delivery and that service over to Solanke, stopping that service, and then
Yeah,
immediately flipping that possession into an attacking minded passing and distributing it over to your Enzos, to your Cole
counter.
Palmers.
Right.
Yeah, to start the counter on that. Who do you think is going to be a winger that's going to start? Because we're gonna have Cole Palmer, we're gonna have Jackson, but who are gonna be the two wingers? I'm thinking I would love to see Sancho again because I really like the style of play that he has. He's very good. His passing's amazing.
Intricate.
Yeah, and he can dribble really well, but I just don't see
Yeah.
him starting 3 games almost in a row.
Right.
And so I'm thinking Neto, if
Right.
he's fit, because I know he's been ill, but I'm thinking Neto's gonna start to take advantage of that high line because Spurs and Ange Postecoglou. Did I say that right? I don't know.
I'm supposed to call it, yeah.
Yeah, I tried. Um, taking advantage of that high line like last year. I mean, and so having a player like Jackson and Neto running at that defense and making sure they have to be disciplined. They can't be offsides 20 times like they were last season, or at least Jackson was. It has to be disciplined and got to know when to make your runs. But another thing is with that high line, there's going to be times where they're going to be pushing beyond the half field. So as
Right.
long as we get that early pass into that open space, we'll be set. And especially they don't have
Right.
Vicario as their goalie, right? He's injured.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
out.
really?
Yeah, he's been out. I'm not sure if
Oh,
he's
I
still
think they were
out.
missing
Yeah, he's out. He's
another
out.
key player as well. I'm pretty sure they were missing one other key player
Oh,
as well.
Van de Beek or whatever
Then,
their defender is,
mm,
the really fast one.
Poro Romero. Who else do they have?
Van de Ven.
Their
He's out.
fullback,
And Van de Ven's like a
Yogi.
key player for that high line. That's the only reason you can play a high line as high as they have been is because of Van de Ven,
Right.
because of the speed that he has.
Right.
So without him and without Vicario and goal, where he's able to come out like a sweeper keeper and take care of those over the top balls behind their defense,
Right.
I'm telling you, they're. I know you say you're nervous. I don't understand why, because they're just. It's going to be so easy for us to create chances. So
Yeah.
easy. Like I'm honestly, I might be getting ahead of myself, but I'm seeing another Southampton type of performance.
No
They're
way.
gonna be really bad one, and then we're gonna be really good, and we're gonna get Ange sacked. I'm pretty sure.
That's a blue take.
That's a blue take. Did you see
That's a
last
blue
game against
take.
Bournemouth? He got in an argument with the fans.
No way.
Yeah, they were saying I don't know what happened if they were booing him or something, but there was a little altercation. So he's
Huh.
already feeling it,
Right.
and
Dude, and you see it like in those Spurs managers, like they're really excited in first and really firm for maybe another year. And then after that, like you see it in their face, they're just like, no more hope, like hopeless,
yeah,
and I feel bad. I like Ange, however you say
I
his
like
name.
him. Yeah,
Sorry, man. But that's interesting. That'd be crazy. That'd be the second manager Maresca gets sacked if that's the case. That'd be
he's gonna be
wild.
collecting them like Thanos rings, like Infinity Stones. I think
Stop.
he's got one. He's gonna have two. Who
Maresca,
else are we gonna sack? We're gonna sack Guardiola maybe
stop. When
after
do we play them
another. They just tied 2-2 also to Crystal Palace. So the
Yep.
worst, no matter what happens this game week for us, win, lose, or draw, we're third, confirmed, which is good.
Nice.
But we need to keep pace. We need to keep pace. We can't let Arsenal get ahead of us. We can't let Liverpool slip away. So we need to keep
Yeah.
pace. But yeah, like I was saying, that high line is going to be there for the taking. There for the taking. So
Right.
Neto, honestly, I want to say this might be a little too outlandish and too crazy to even try, but I was thinking maybe go ahead and start Madueke also. Or I'm sorry, not Madueke, Mudryk also.
So Moondrick is ill. So he actually
Ah,
won't be playing.
no.
Yeah. This is the
That's right,
kind of
because he
game
was
that's
ill
gonna
versus Southampton. That's why he didn't play.
yeah, this would suit him. So that's what I'm thinking. Do we want to go super like speed, explosiveness, just beat him on the counter type of thing, or do we want some ball retention,
Like a Madueke where he's controlling
like
the
a
or keeping the
Sancho?
ball a little
Because like
bit.
Sancho, he'll help in the counter, but he's not gonna be that fast enough to get
No,
to
no.
like the end balls. But he also gives us that balance, to keep the ball in
That's
their
right.
final third. So it's interesting. I don't know, like, do we want to go like Neto and Madueke, and Jackson, or do we want to go like Sancho and Madueke? You know,
Yeah, I still
it's
think
different.
I think Sancho won't start 3 games in 1 week. So I'm thinking it's gonna be
Mm.
Neto if he's fit.
He only came on for the last 10 minutes against Southampton.
Really?
Last 10 or 20.
I thought he started.
Felix started.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, but he
So
did
no,
get
never
some
mind. You're
minutes
right.
the game before that as well. Leicester, I think he got 20 or 30 minutes as well.
Sancho started against
So
Leicester.
okay, he started
I'm
against Leicester.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. It was a while ago.
Let's see. He
Oh, we played
started.
Villa like before Southampton actually.
I forgot about the Villa
So
game. That's right. So that's
yep.
where Jackson scored.
So
Um,
that's where Sancho started.
yeah, and Sancho did.
He was
Yeah,
low.
started and came
He was
off
the
for
lowest rating.
Madueke, and then he also started in the game against Heidenheim in the Conference League.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah, it'd be
that's where it was
interesting.
back to back.
I think left winger then is probably the most thought out position. Do you want Felix? Do you want Sancho or do you want Neto?
Yeah.
All of them give you something different. I think I really like Neto on the right, man. Like I think if there's somewhere where Neto really, really thrives in, I think it's the right side. Just because he's more eager to like actually create goal scoring actions. On the left, I feel like he focuses more on retention and crossing the ball, which is
Hmm.
great, but I don't think he has the best delivery. So it's, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, I think like if we're gonna be crossing the ball, I'd rather have Sancho in there,
That's true.
Sancho or Felix.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I don't, in my opinion, I would probably not start Neto at all. The only way
Really.
I would start Neto is on the right.
And he's not going to start
Otherwise,
over
I'd go
Madueke on the
Felix or
right.
Sancho. A little bit more controlled left winger is probably what I would want.
Yeah.
I understand though. I understand the Neto. Like
Taking care or
I
taking advantage
honestly
of
would
that.
love to see it in a sense, huh?
No, yeah, I was just saying, yeah, that they would take advantage of the offside trap there. But we'll see. I mean, I'm sticking with that. I'm thinking he's going to start.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I think it's gonna be either Sancho or Felix. Let's
Sancho
see.
and Felix
Yeah, or Felix. One or
or
the other.
Felix, that would be good.
Yeah.
We'll see. But then that sorts the front line.
Right.
Midfield, we already know it's going to be probably Enzo and Lavia.
Yeah. I
Just because we're thinking that Caicedo's going to be playing that right back role
I think that's the
again.
most
Yeah.
secure defensive.
And I
Yeah.
mean that's going to take care of Enzo's going to be he might not be asked to be so attack minded.
Right.
Um so I'm thinking that maybe it's going to be Enzo and Lavia going to be a little bit more
Reserved.
defensive minded, a little bit more reserved to take care of that midfield battle between Bissouma, Sarr, and Madison because
That's a nasty
that's
midfield.
a really good midfield.
They're
And
aggressive as
you would
crap.
have Dogi and Pedro Porro also pushing up to making
They're
into almost like
nasty
a
as
five
well
midfield. So there's a lot of work cut out for us there
in the
in
midfield.
Kulusevski, like we mentioned in Sun already.
So do you
So
want so you probably want Cucurella
yes,
inverting
yes.
and then Caicedo inverting?
See, that's difficult, but
Or do you want Caicedo inverting and then keeping Cuckoo wide? Or maybe even becoming a back three?
you might actually have to keep Kuku wide so he can take he's gonna be the one tasked with Kulusevski if he stays
Right.
on the right wing. Um,
Right. Yeah. And then that way, in a sense, you have a well, it would be a 2-3 mid, like right, like you
yeah,
have your two center backs, and then you
yep,
have your three midfielders, maybe even four,
yep,
right, with Cuckoo on the like left side,
left, correct.
right? Okay, I would like that. I think that's a good like mid block type of thing.
Yeah, I think
You know, gives
we'd
us
really
the
win the midfield battle there. And
exactly
also, we are playing away, so the pressures are on Spurs. The fans are gonna be
right to
demanding for
attack,
them to attack, and, they wanna
and they,
see them going for it. And so all
mhm,
we have to do we've been a good counterattacking team too. Like, I know we've been really good with possession and all that other stuff, but
right.
counterattacking, we've been really good too. Really good.
We're that's probably when we're most dangerous.
Exactly, like,
Yeah.
our counterattacking under Maresca has been amazing, and so
Hmm.
if we can dominate that midfield and make sure that we have always a man extra to get that second ball and immediately pass it over to Cole Palmer so he can distribute the ball or whomever, that's a good game plan. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
it
mind being a
is.
counterattack attacking
I
game
wouldn't
this
mind
game.
it either. That would be an exciting game. Yeah.
But
And I think it would actually benefit us more because I think Spurs are better on transition as well.
mhm,
It's just breaking teams down is really hard, and especially after a couple of chances and like you feel like nothing's coming, nothing's coming. That's when like you're most vulnerable. So yeah, I would actually not mind seeing that at all. A counter-attacking setup. In that case, I would probably put Neto.
yeah, and it's
So
because and that's also what I've been kind of thinking. It's just a
mhm,
little bit attacking, so that's why I'm thinking that it's going to be Neto instead of like
right.
Sancho, Felix, or
Yeah,
Modric
he's
if
top.
he
I
can.
love Neto. Love me some Neto.
Um, but we already know Madueke's gonna start because Enzo's been talking about him a
Right.
lot. He's been saying that he loves him, he still demands
Mhm.
more from him,
Yeah.
and that, he actually I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about, I saw the other day that he needs to stop defending so much. Stop dropping back.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, "I want you a little bit
Really?
higher up," which is funny because usually our previous coaches and Madueke's previous coaches, that was a complaint that they had about him was that he doesn't track back enough. And
Wow.
now I've noticed it too. Like you mentioned it too, that Madueke defends really well.
Yeah, he
And
does. Yeah.
so I think the reason Enzo also will want that is because if you best defense is the best offense. A good what's it say? A good offense
uh,
is the best defense.
yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go.
And so if he's up there, keeping Udogi back because Udogi likes to go up. If he's keeping Udogi cautious and preoccupied with him being up there, up in the wing, we have nothing to worry about in the back. Caicedo doesn't have to
Legit.
worry about dropping back so much, and
Legit.
so I think that's where it comes. What Maresca's asking for him, and then Madueke actually mentioned that he said, and I quote, "He has given me trust. He has shown a lot of faith in me, playing me in pretty much all the games. He has helped me with my game, my goal scoring, all aspects of trying to become the top wide player. So all credit to him and my teammates as well." And
The
I just love
top
that.
wide player. The
Like you were
top wide
saying,
player.
he knows.
He's
We all know
nearing
that he
that.
can hit it, and he's getting closer and closer and closer to it.
I like that. I like where
And
he's headed
I
at.
just I love Enzo Maresca. I
I
honestly
do.
do.
Yeah.
The stuff that he
Yeah.
has done for this Chelsea team already in the span, like we mentioned it.
6 months.
I wish we started recording last season just because we would have receipts. But the amount of
Yeah.
times that we would say this team is too good to be where we were. Luckily, we finished sixth that season, but we definitely should have finished higher because
Hmm.
I remember telling you multiple times we need tactics. This team has
Yeah.
no tactics, and without
Legit.
tactics, I don't care who you have. They're not. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna
You
come out
can't
of
go
it.
into a game. You can't go into a game with like an attacking like plan
Yeah,
without
you have no
tactics.
plan. Like
Yeah.
defensive, attacking, whatever. Maybe you have no plan. And
Right.
so we were begging and crying for someone that has good tactics, and I'm so happy we got
Yeah.
Modesta because
Yeah.
he knows. He really does know.
And
And
he keeps it simple. Like it's not like he's changing his whole system at all. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, he's just changing what usually literally it's what the fullbacks do. It's do they overlap? Do they invert or do they just stay? Or
hmm
do they hold the width? So, like you said, yeah, he's been great, man. Like in terms of being able to make those calls, and like I said, not overcomplicating it, not overthinking things, but still just getting it right on the on the coffin. We need everyone to show up tomorrow, and Enzo Maresca is the first guy that has to do that.
hmm
So he can do it. I mean, he's done it every week
yeah. I have
since.
complete faith. I'm telling you, I have no worry. This might come and bite me
You're
in my
really
butt.
chilling. Like you're so chill. I mean, I've seen it from like your mood all week. Like you're so confident.
I was more worried about the Southampton game.
That's wild.
Like I
That's
am not
wild.
worried about this game one bit. Like I'm chill. I'm relaxed. I
Yeah.
have so much faith.
Faith.
I have faith in
Faith.
him. I
Yeah.
have faith in this team. I have faith in what the away crowd is gonna bring to the game too. Like I have faith in everything and everyone Chelsea because
Yeah.
we're just on the right path.
Yeah.
And I know these group of players aren't gonna slip up against Spurs of all teams.
Right.
Like
Right.
if we slip up, we're gonna slip up against Liverpool, which we already
Right.
did, or City,
Right.
which we lost to. But we're not
Yeah.
gonna slip up against Spurs. We just
Hmm.
want, and we're the pride of London. I mean, we haven't lost to any London team this season.
Man, that's true.
Remember 2 years ago when we lost to every single London team, we were below every
Oh
single
my
London team
god,
in the
I
table.
forgot. Even Fulham. Even
Even
Fulham was
Fulham, Brentford, Crystal Palace,
freaking embarrassing.
everyone we were below them at one point in that
Yeah.
season. And that's just these boys aren't gonna do that.
Yeah. Nah, nah, nah. I'm confident, but I don't want to be like I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx anything. And that's been my mood all week. Like I'm like, yeah, we should come
Anula
out.
Mufa.
We should, yeah. What is that? Is that
It's like don't jinx it for Argentines. They were saying
really?
it throughout the whole World Cup. Like we're like, oh, we're gonna
Really?
win the World Cup after winning one game. They're like, Anula Mufa, Anula Mufa. They would put it on every
I
single
knew that was fun.
comment all over social media. Anytime someone would be like, oh, this Argentina team's looking really good. Anula Mufa, Anula Mufa.
I know that was fun. I know that was fun. That's good. I never heard that.
So just say
Um,
it.
that's
It's like
literally
their knock on wood. It's their knock on wood.
yeah. Right. Right. So I've been confident all week and have felt like yeah we can definitely win and we should win, but I know Mufa, right? I don't want to jinx anything, so I've just kind of been quiet and I'm letting you kind of carry the energy because I know like you're confident in all that stuff. So I'm like Go, because I'm
I'll be
there, but I don't have the confidence to like say it, and
I'll be confident enough for the both of us, for the whole Chelsea fan base. I'm telling you,
I like it. I
not
like it.
worried. It's
I
come
like
on,
it.
man.
It's a different.
Look at
It's a
this.
different season, man.
It is.
You're
I
not
know. I'm not shy. I'm confident. I know
confident.
one thing that people are probably going to be tired of listening from me because I talk about him literally every game, and I say this every time.
Uh,
And it's just Caicedo, but it's because he's so freaking good. Like
he
God,
says,
he is so good. And I saw it from the very beginning. I told you when he was at Brighton. I told you, like I'm telling you. I remember when I woke up and I saw. No, I went to sleep late during the whole transfer fiasco and said that he was going to Liverpool.
"Mhm,
I went to work. I was depressed. Like I kid you not, I was depressed. I woke up and I told my wife, I'm like, Mira, yeah, I'm depressed. Like I'm legit depressed. And she's like, what? Why? I'm like, Caicedo's going to Liverpool. She's like, oh no. I'm like, yeah. Like I was so depressed because I know for
wow,
a fact this dude is going to be amazing. And he's Ecuadorian.
yeah,
Love that.
yeah."
And then I get to work, and then an hour later, he's like, I'm not going to Liverpool. I
Always
only
been
want
Chelsea.
Chelsea. You should have seen me, dude. I was at work, like,
That's insane. That's
dude,
insane.
I was so happy. But Enzo Maresca apparently listens to Two Blues in a Pod because last a couple episodes ago, I don't remember exactly when it was. I mentioned that he's the best midfielder. I mean, I've said it multiple times. He's the best midfielder in the world, and he
Yeah,
just said he can sit at the table with Rodri, even though he's injured right now. He can sit at the table with Ballon d'Or winner Rodri, the best midfielder in the world according to the world, and he said he can sit at the table with him. And I don't think it's just he can sit at the table. He will be sitting at the end of the table. He's sitting where the host sits, where the
head of the
owner
table.
of the house sits, where I'm sitting right now.
Wild. That's
And
wild.
he's gonna be like, "Hey, Rodri, you can sit right here if you want." Hey, Rice. He mentioned Rice in that quote too, but I don't think he should be
That's yeah,
mentioned.
that's wild.
Um, Rice is a good player. Don't get me wrong, ex Chelsea and all
Mhm.
that, but he's not at the level of
Not
Caicedo.
at Caicedo level. He's not on the Caicedo Gravenberg level yet.
Oh,
I don't say.
Gravenberg's
And
another good one.
he
Another one that
probably was.
he
Gravenberg is top, dude.
he was, yeah.
He was, and Arsenal, it seems like now he's being a little bit. He's been better, I think, this season.
He has.
But like last season, you saw he kind of became really stale. I mean,
I mean,
I
change
don't
of
know.
teams, change of tactics. I get it, but
Yeah, but it's just like from him, like in general, I don't think he's been insane, right? Like at West Ham, he was insane. He was like managing the team type of thing. And Arsenal, obviously, bigger team, more players, better players. You don't have to do as much,
right,
but I just think the quality of his game has not really improved crazily. Whereas like when you look at Caicedo, it's evident, right? Like from the last season to this season, and even the end of last season, how freaking awesome and great he has been. And same thing with Gravenberg. Gravenberg had a disastrous season last season. And then towards the end of last season,
he
especially
started.
going into the summer, he killed it. He
Yeah,
was absolutely killing it. And now he's absolutely killing it. So yeah, I don't think that Rice deserves to be there. But wow, those are some big words from Enzo Maresca. He tends to keep saying these things, right? Like they're kind of
yeah.
like flying under the radar a little bit, which I really like. But they're ballsy statements. Like he's making ballsy statements like Chelsea dominating English for the next 5 years. That's a big take. Um,
Madueke being a top winger, one of the best in the world.
that's a big take, dude. This is the type of when we said it about Poch, when we said it about Potter, right? That we need a manager who thinks and knows what Chelsea's mentality should be like. Enzo Maresca's got that. And he knows that. And you see how he's playing with time, right? Because in the beginning, it's like, we're not in it, we're not in it, we're not in it, we're not in it. He's still saying that, but now he's comparing these players to the players who are in it. And it's like, and so there's something that I heard and sorry, I'm kind of going off right now, but there's
No,
something
no,
that I
no.
heard as a wrestling coach from another wrestling coach. And it was absolutely top. And I've always took it with me. And it's, we don't train to be to beat the people around us, right? We train to beat the best. And like there's a difference, when you're training, when you're drilling, when you're warming up, to beat the best, you have to be 100% locked in, sharp, and everything has to be on point. It has to be 100% quality. Otherwise, any little mistakes is going to cost you. And so, like, I like how he's playing with our heads in a sense, like, no, Madueke, you can be there with the Sakas and Salas. Like, you're almost there. Like, you're almost there, bud. And it's like, oh, okay. So then he starts to see that. And then same thing with like Chelsea. Like, you're gonna dominate English football. That means you're gonna be winning. So it's
Yeah.
like winning is coming. Winning is right around the corner. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's little psychological things that
You
he's
couldn't
doing.
have said it better. Like literally, if anyone is watching and all they pick up is that, then that's good enough for me because you hit it on the coffin. Hit the nail
My
on the
guy.
coffin. Like that is literally perfect. That's gonna be clipped because that's perfect.
He really has done that though. He's done it like usually when you say things like that, like Tucho especially, blew up. It super blew up in the media, like with the bus comment and all that stuff.
I miss
Yeah,
him.
like all that stuff, it blew up, right? And it's because he said it with like he didn't care if it blew up, but like Maresca seems to be careful. He seems to not want to put us there yet. He doesn't want
Yeah,
us to feel that pressure, which it's really, really smart.
but
It's really
on Tuchel, comparing
yeah.
Maresca and Tuchel, remember what Tuchel said when he came to Chelsea? We were in a rough period. They just sacked Lampard, club legend,
God, I miss him.
and he said, "I want to build a team that people are scared to play against, that don't want to play against us." And from the get go,
From the get-go, right?
he just knew, and
When you heard that, you're like,
yeah, like, and that's what we were wanting from Potter, bless his heart. That's what we needed from Pochettino, but he's a Spurs DNA player or
yep.
coach, so he was never going to do anything. It's just Spursy because
Mhm.
we hate Spurs. You know who else hates Spurs? Willian. Um, and I'm telling you, there's no team in the world that I hate more than Spurs because they're just so trash. They have nothing to show for, and they still talk trash for some reason. And some of them even know that they're trash, and they're like, you know what? I'm not even going to talk anything. I'm like, that makes me even more mad. Like, say something because you're trash. Like, just
So I was talking to one of my coworkers. It's a
don't tell me he's
teacher.
a Spurs fan.
So listen, I'm not gonna name drop them, but you know them. And
Okay,
he's a it's weird. He's kind of a Liverpool fan, but he's more of a Chelsea fan. Like he likes Liverpool, but he's a Chelsea
I
fan.
see.
And it's funny because he was telling me that his wife is a Spurs fan. And I was like, "Oh my god, I want to go to your house on
Divorce,
Sunday."
divorce.
Divorce. Paulo skipped all the way right away.
Yeah, no,
Divorce.
divorce. That's an immediate divorce, red flag, and everything. Like that
So
means they have no aspirations. Uh, they're fine with
they're okay
mediocrity.
with losing. They're
Yeah,
okay
they're
with
okay with losing. Like probably the wife, if he filed for divorce, she would be okay with it. She's like, "Yeah, I saw it coming. Just
that's wild. I
we
was
just
just waiting
lose.
for it.
Yeah, I
That's
was just waiting for it because we always lose.
that's
Like
wild.
they're just trash. But I like that. Like Tuchel saying we're gonna be a team that no one wants to play against. He does it, and then that's what we needed from Pochettino and Potter. Just give us some confidence. Give the players some confidence.
Yeah.
Be feel like you're Chelsea. Like feel the badge. Feel the blue.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Maresca, he wasn't showing it that much at first because, I
Right.
mean, he had no reason to really say anything outlandish.
Mhm.
But like you're saying, slowly, it's just the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning,
Mhm.
and you
Mhm.
can feel that he feels Chelsea. He feels the blue in him. Like
Yes.
he is
Yeah.
Chelsea. He's becoming
Yeah. He's
Chelsea slowly.
becoming Chelsea. Yeah.
And fans are showing it.
Yeah.
Fans are showing the respect, the mutual respect, and like Pochettino mentioned it, like the only way you can win over fans is if you win games.
Right.
And Maresca's
Right.
doing it. He's winning the
Yeah.
games, and he's winning over the fans.
Mhm.
He's won me
And
over.
how he's winning games. How he's winning games. That's a big thing too. Scoring, dude. We're expected to score at least 2 goals every game now.
Yeah, yeah, like you
That's the
said last year.
expected goal ratio. That's insane. Like
Hmm.
that's if you thought about Chelsea, like even that Tuchel team in the Champions League, even in the league, how many times do people call us boring? How many times do people say, "Oh, you have 8 defenders on the pitch"? Of course, you're like not going to concede and score 1 or 2 goals and win, right? Like even Mourinho times, it was like 1 or 2 goals and that's it.
Who
But
won the
no,
Champions League?
and that's right. And it's like, it's weird because I was a little worried about that transition from defensive structure and defensive mentality in general to attacking style football. And I kept hearing Pep attack minded, and
Mm-hmm.
that sort of style. And that was like I was nervous about that with Maresca. But you can tell that it's nothing like Pep in terms of flexibility, adaptability, and being able to have players be versatile. Kudos to him, man. Like
Yeah.
he's like I said, manager of the season so far for me.
Yeah.
Well, besides our slot, whatever. But.
Yeah, there's Onslaught, but he's weird. He controls the weather and makes sure that they don't have an early kickoff against Everton when Everton are doing well.
What was that? So is that what they canceled? Because
Yeah, something with the weather. I didn't really look on it as much, but
I'm so annoyed. I swear that Everton were going to get something out of today's game.
I'm telling you, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They were going to
feeling.
win or tie.
Yep.
And I mean, they just beat someone. They scored 5 goals in the last game.
Yeah.
And Liverpool were it was against Wolves.
Yeah.
And Liverpool just drew against Newcastle. You know, they're in a little bit of a not slump, but you know, they're struggling a little bit more than
Yeah.
than they're
They play
used
tomorrow to Liverpool, right?
They were supposed to play this morning.
Oh, I'm stupid. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so upset, but the only thing I'm
Yeah.
wishing is that they reschedule the game during a very congested period for them, and
Yeah.
it makes it really difficult. But it's only their
Right.
advantage because they have players out and bad form, good form for Everton. It was just something. Slott's doing something. He sold his soul to the devil or something.
He's smart, dude. You can tell that he never. It seems to me like he doesn't play the occasion. He just plays the game.
Yeah.
You know, that's like it takes a lot of like will to do that. Like, yeah. I thought Everton was going to get something out of that game. That's lucky for Liverpool in my opinion, but whatever.
Yeah, but with Maresca coming in, it seems like there's too many bald managers in the league, and so that's why Guardiola's now doing bad. And they're like, we can't have. He's going to get sacked soon, hopefully.
Well, we lost Ten Hag, so like that's one bald manager away.
Yeah, but Ten Hag, I think he's the one who cursed everyone. He said, "All right, y'all gonna sack me? I'll put a curse on whichever bald manager. Just I don't care who it is, one of them." And it just fell on City.
It just landed on City. Nail.
They're just trying to get.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they're just trying to get relegated before the Premier League can relegate them because of the 115 charges.
So they can say it wasn't the Chargers.
Yeah, they're like, look, the Chargers didn't do it. We were just bad.
Did you see that video? There was a new video going around. The one sent it to me yesterday. It was about, I think it was an old video, but it's Pep walking down the sidewalk, and some guy's like, "Give me an autograph." He ignores him, and he's like, "Wow, just because you lost, huh?" Or whatever, something like that. He turns around like he was gonna hit him. Like he wanted to hit him. Like literally.
I saw it was like a nighttime almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was after the Liverpool game. It was a Liverpool fan telling him that. Yeah.
That's hilarious, man.
Hey, that wasn't a bad Scouse or accent. Go ahead and do it again.
Stop. You want some chicken, lad? Stop.
Dude, that's not bad.
Body the body. Stop.
That was I don't know.
That was okay.
Rough, but no, that's not bad.
Body like pizza. I don't know.
Use that accent the entire time of this pod. Use that accent.
I use that accent. Yeah.
Or use it whenever we do the Liverpool game in a couple months.
Yeah, I will bring it back.
But I think we're getting a little carried away.
Yeah.
It's just let's get back to the game. Spurs, where are they going to be dangerous? We've mentioned it. SMS, Solanke, Madison, and Son. I don't know if that's a thing. That's an acronym that people are talking about, but I just kind of made it up. I thought about it, so trademark, copyright, SMS, right there.
Yeah,
but look, just like Apple with the blue messages, SMS, text messages, that's outdated. No one cares about that. It's trash. The FBI is saying it's not secure. You know, you can get
that's
cool. That's why they're SMS. They're a text message. They're the green bubble. Ooh, you got a green bubble? Ooh, that's what Spurs are.
That's actually
fire. And so we're an iMessage. We're the blue bubble.
We're the blue bubble.
You see it right there? Look, blue. Look. And for you, blue bubble right there.
Even your mic is blue.
Blue. Like we're the blue bubble.
That's wild.
And Solanke, Son, and Madison are SMS. They're the text messages.
Yeah,
you can text people, but it's not secure. It's not reliable. You know, you go against someone with a blue bubble, and they're immediately like, "We don't care about you. You're not important." And that's what Spurs are. They're not important. I'm not worried about them, but they are going to be dangerous. I can see where they can be dangerous. Madison is a baller. He's a huge baller.
Yeah, all four of their players up there are
Yeah,
balling.
Kulusevski too, but he doesn't fit into the acronym, so I had to leave him out. Um, and they're dangerous, but I just believe in our team way more than I'm scared of any of them, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I feel the same way. And like now, after talking to you,
that's
and
right.
'cause
I
you're
converted you.
literally the only Chelsea fan that like I know in terms of like not that I know, but like in terms of we talk and stuff. So like after talking to you, you give me more confidence, and I'm like, yeah, like for sure. What I'm seeing is right, Um, so yeah, I'm definitely confident going into the game, right? Like you kind of have to be with this how we're doing our form. But yeah, Spurs are a dangerous side, and they've been more dangerous against the better sides. So that's definitely something to notice. But I think
True.
dude, you score an early goal, and I think you win the game. That general, or even if they score and you score right after, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And I think we have that. Like this whole season, someone scores on us, we score right back within
Right.
5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
or we score again, or we get scored
Mm-hmm.
on.
But then we
So
score
I'm
again.
honestly right. I'm honestly expecting kind of a
Back and forth.
yeah. I'm expecting a high scoring game, and I think it can go either both teams score a lot or one team scores a lot. But I think at least one team scores a lot tomorrow. And
I
I
can
think
see
it's gonna
that.
be Chelsea. I think it's gonna be Chelsea.
All right, right here,
The
right now.
most that I see them scoring is two, but I
The
think we
Spurs.
at least
Yeah,
score three. I think we at least score three, if not four. And
I
and
I,
and go
I
ahead.
agree. No, I agree.
So what's your score prediction? Final score prediction.
All right, before we get to score prediction, 1 second.
Okay,
I just want to know one
okay,
thing from you. One thing right
okay.
here, right now.
Yeah,
Is Solanke coming back and scoring against us?
yeah.
Think so
He's
too.
gonna score.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
gonna
so too.
score.
Unfortunately,
And actually, that's what's gonna like give him fire.
that's gonna
You
give
know
them
what I mean?
hope.
Like that's gonna be their fire. Yeah, that's gonna be their
Yeah,
fire.
I think he'll score late. I think that's what's gonna happen.
That'd be fun. I'll
It'll be
I'll
a
I'll,
but so
I'll take that.
score prediction then for
Score
me.
prediction.
I think what you were saying, you took the words right out of my mouth. We're gonna win 4-2.
4-2.
4-2.
Four
Nico
two.
Jackson's gonna score, like you said. If we score early, we're gonna win the game. So he's used to scoring early in the Premier League this season. He's gonna score before minute 10. He's definitely gonna score before minute 10. I just know that for a fact. He's gonna do it. Um, I see Cole Palmer getting another goal.
Good.
I believe Madueke is gonna score.
Nice.
He's gonna score. I know it. Actually, I just know I think I'm more confident about him scoring than anyone else. Just because after what all the media talking about, the script writers are wanting to get more quotes out of that, and they're gonna bring it
Yeah,
up more if he scores.
yeah.
So it's gonna happen. And then I'm gonna say a
Oh,
cheeky.
Enzo
I got
Fernandez.
it. It's gonna be a cheeky fourth goal, or he's not gonna score the fourth goal, but he's gonna score a goal. Levi Colwell.
Levi Colwell to cap it off.
He's gonna score from a corner.
I like it.
We
I
scored
like it.
against him. Koulibaly scored on his debut.
That's
Not
right.
debut, but he scored against Spurs in that game.
Yep.
Chalobah likes to score against Spurs. Thiago Silva scored
Defenders.
against Spurs.
Alonso used to.
Alonso hated. Yeah.
Love the goal against
Oh, I
Spurs.
loved him. So our defenders like to score against Spurs, and it's just
Mm.
gonna happen again. 4-2.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 4-1. You gave me a lot of confidence this episode. I'm gonna
Dang,
go 4-1.
now I feel bad. I've been so confident. I say 4-2. I should have
Man,
said
no,
4-1.
I think it's fair, right? Like I really do see them. I really do see us conceding too. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But to give us to stay positive and stay confident, I think we only concede one. And I think it's gonna come right after we score first, or they're gonna score first. Right. But I think it's the scoreline will end up at 1.11. And then it's gonna come down to who scores the second goal. I think whatever team scores the second goal, more than likely it's gonna be Chelsea, I think. Takes off. Takes off with the game.
We won 4-1
I think
last season, right?
Yep, I can see that. I
Yeah.
can really see us,
Repeat.
and also how badly we destroyed them last game, like that game. that has to be mentally weighing in on them.
Oh
That
yeah, I
has to,
mean
because
the fact that they already lose to us all the time, and the
they
fact
were
that they
first.
got destroyed. Yeah, we ruined their
They were
season.
first, and they ended up
Below
literally
us.
like 6th or 8th. Yeah. So that's definitely weighing in on them. And just the fact that we're Chelsea, man. Like Spurs always try to little bro us, and then they find out.
Yeah. Because
So
the one time they do beat us, they make a DVD out of it, and that's how long
literally,
ago it has been. Because I'm still talking about DVDs.
yeah.
Like they're just
I think it's 38. Excuse me. I think it's 38 matches in the Premier League era. And then we've won 28 or 36 matches, sorry, and we've won 28 and they've won 8. Something like that. So
no. I think it might be even less.
it may even less maybe.
I know they
I
got
saw
their
I
first
saw
win against us.
today.
I think I might be wrong, but I think they got their first win against us a couple seasons ago.
Wow.
But anyways, we dominate them.
We dominate Spurs
We're their
usually, yeah.
daddy. They're nothing.
Yeah.
Um, I do
Little
want
bro.
to I want to sing one chant though before we leave,
Yeah.
and that's the Willian chant because I know
The
it's getting
Willian
brought up,
chant.
and I miss it, and I love it. I love that chant,
It's
but we just can't say the bad word. But
we're
the
gonna
ish
have
from
to start
Spurs,
off.
they bought his flight, but Willian he saw the light. He got the call from Abramovich, and
Popovich.
off he went to Stamford Bridge.
Stanford
He
Bridge.
hates Tottenham. He hates Tottenham. He
Tottenham.
hates Tottenham, and he hates Tottenham.
Tottenham.
He hates Tottenham.
Tottenham.
He hates
He hates
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
He hates Tottenham. He hates Tottenham.
Have you heard the other Tottenham chant? That's pretty bad. What do you think of Tottenham? What do you think of
Yes.
Tottenham?
Remember at the Fan Fest, they were singing that
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
because we
yeah,
were
yeah.
playing around the same time, and so
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, it's a good time to be a Blue. It's a good time to be a Chelsea fan. It's a good
Yes,
time to
sir.
be a subscriber to Two Blues in the Pod because all these videos are coming out. We got all this hype. We're gonna be contagious with our confidence. So if you're feeling down, you're thinking, oh, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if we're gonna beat Spurs.
Mm,
You're probably by this point listening to this now. You're like, yeah, no, I agree. We're gonna win 7-0. That's how
yeah.
much confidence we're exuding.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not worried. I'm telling you. I think that
Should
wraps
be
it
a
up.
fun game. Should
Oh
be a
yeah,
should be a really
it'll be a great time for us.
yeah. And I mean, let me see 100% what time it is for us.
It's 10:30 for me, 11:30 for you, I believe.
11:30 for me. Yep. That's good.
So
That's perfect.
yeah, you get to
Time.
wake up,
Yep.
make your well, I don't know about you, but I get to wake up, make my breakfast, go to church, come back. Actually, no, I think we'll go to
Nice.
church first and then eat breakfast, and then get everything ready and
What
put
time you go to
on
church?
8 a.m.
Like get there
Um,
8.
yeah, it's only like 5 minutes away, but still.
That's
And
nice.
then I can put on my jersey. I can put Adriel, hit my son. I can put his little jersey on, and we can watch the game together.
Nice. Nice. Yo, he needs to make it an appearance, like if you want, obviously, but it would be cool to have him like as an appearance or maybe even like as a sticker or
As a
uh
sticker.
as a sticker would be funny or as like part of the thumbnail or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like yeah, I don't know. So it would be funny.
Oh, I should have made the thumbnail like "Who's your daddy" and put a picture of him and then
That's
Spurs.
wild. That's wild. That's wild.
Uh, anyways, all this to say, Spurs are trash. We're gonna win.
Spurs are trash.
It's 3-point lane. Come on, baby. It's us. It's Chelsea.
Let's get it, baby.
And
Let's
this
get
is
it.
Two Blues in the Pod. I'm Pablo,
I'm Guillermo.
and I'm Chelsea till I die.
Chelsea till we die, baby.